International news and information. This is BBC World.
Belgian police have arrested 6 people in Brussels as a major investigation continues into attacks that claimed 31 lives in the city on Tuesday. The arrests were made in the Service district. There is no word yet on the identities of the suspects or the possible connection to the attacks. Separately, in France, a suspect who was plotting an attack has been arrested near Paris, officials said. The Brussels bombing has been linked to the last November Paris attacks. So-called Islamic State has claimed the attacks in both Paris and Brussels. The arrests in the Cherbourg were made late on Tuesday and followed house-to-house searches in the area. Also on Tuesday evening, French police launched an anti-terror operation in Argenteuil, northwest of Paris, following the arrest hours early of a man suspect of planning an attack. Interim Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said the suspect militant of French origin was in an advanced stage of a plot, adding that no connection has been made to either the Brussels or the Paris attacks.
The US and Russia have agreed to aim for a draft version of a new constitution for Syria by August, US Secretary of State John Kerry has said. Mr. Kerry was speaking after 4 hours of talks at the Kremlin with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He said they also agreed to press the Syrian government and rebels to speed up talks in a political transition. A round of indirect peace talks in Geneva between the Syrian government and opposition concluded on Thursday. UN envoy Staffan de Mistura said he had found a lot of common grounds between the two sides. The talks have now gone into a planned recess, and Mr. de Mistura said they will restart next month. So-called Islamic State is and the rival jihadist group Nusra Front are excited around the truth. Earlier on Thursday, Syrian State TV announced that government forces handled the ancient town of Palmyra seized by IS militants last year. Officials launched an offensive to retake the city earlier this month, backed by Russian airstrikes. Reports said a Russian special forces officer had been killed by firing near the city. It says the ruins of Palmyra and the adjoining mother town in May, it subsequently destroyed its 2,000-year temples, an ark, and funerary towers, provoking global outrage.
In other news, the volume of goods sold in UK shops in February fell by 0.4% from the previous month according to the Office of the National Statistics (ONS). That fall was largely fueled, but it came after the higher than expected rise of 2.3% in January. The ONS says the fall was a partial reflection of the weak demand of the new season's clothing range. This will be the fear expressed on Tuesday by the High Steel Retailers, which has forecast throughout 2016. Compared with the same month in 2015, retail sales rose 3.8%. After a better than expected January, retail sector will have a better growth back down to the earlier by this set of features, said Denise de Jong, management director at the UFX.com. Shoppers tend to be tight-fisted after the January sales, but deeper concept surrounding a possible Brexit mix be making them think twice before spending.
Good morning. And in the spectacles, USA actor Gary Shandling, who influenced a generation of comedians with his Emmy-winning TV series Is Gary Shandling Show, has died. Los Angeles police told the BBC that Shandling suffered a medical emergency on Thursday. Shandling was known for breaking the fourth wall, speaking directly to the audience in his show, which aired from 1986 to 1990. He starred in the critically acclaimed Larry Sanders Show from 1992 to 1998. His self-aware brand of comedy, which recently mocked the artificial nature of show business, is credited with influencing other his shows like Tina Fey's Terrace Rock and Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm. Born in Chicago in 1949, Shandling got his start in Hollywood as a sitcom writer for shows such as Stanford and Son and Welcome Back, Kotter. A popular stand-up comedian, Shandling often appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson during the 1980s. He was in the running to replace Carson when the chat show host retired. Shandling was a frequent award show host and seen both the Grammy and Emmy Awards for several years. Rest in peace, Gary Shandling.
In other news, the moon used to spin on a different axis and showed a slightly different face to the Earth, a new study suggests. Used data collected by NASA Lunar Prospector mission in the late 1990s. Scientists spotted hydrogen-rich region near the North Poles, probably indicating the presence of water ice. The ice patches are opposite each other. The line between them passes through the middle of the moon, so it appears that this used to be its spin axis. It describes a gradual wobble of through polar wander, adding up to about a 6-degree shift altogether. A likely explanation for this shift, which the researchers suggest took place over several billion years, is volcanic activity in a region called the Procellarum. This swath of territory includes most of the most dark patches that are visible from the Earth.